What is going on, guys? Oh, look at this. I traded in the cowboy hat for a Hawaiian shirt. What do you think about that? What do you think about that? Welcome everybody. Happy Hour Live. I'm Dave. I had to wear pants. I did. Yeah, nice shirt. See, look at that. That's fitting. I wish that I could have turned. Maybe I could turn it around and show you. There's jungle right over there. I've been watching for monkeys. No monkeys. No monkey. Maybe a few alligators, but no monkeys. No monkeys here, guys. We have a good presentation of stuff. I've got video ready, and we're gonna get into a bunch of stuff here. A day traveling around and exploring around Miami Everglades. This is Encore Miami Everglades right here, and you know that building behind is over there. I swear, you know, a lot of these places look like old KOAs. So I look like Miami Vice. Thank you there, Bob. I appreciate it. So I'm in the right place for it. Let's say hi to everybody really quick. I've seen a bunch of sassy pants for you. There's Miss Jen right there saying happy early St. Patrick's Day. I don't have any green. I got a cup. The cup is green. Look at the sweat pouring off that thing. Think it's humid here? Look at that. Yeah, it's a little humid here. It's a little humid here, including a video that I filmed just today, and I was sweating during that. And at the very end, you can hear me go, "Whew." It's not hot. It's humid, and I don't think the temp is over 80 degrees. I don't know what it is right now, but it definitely, you want shorts, you want light shirt, and X Fired Up, Cracker Box Palace. That's Bill right there. Glad to have you here. Tom and Lori RV Life, swinging the big blue wrench there. Cowboy Biker Adventures, Dawn. How you doing, Dawn? I am sure that Miss Pearl is in the area. There is Bob right there, and he's asking Cowboy Biker Adventures if they're planning a big trip to Alaska. I don't think you're going to be able to stick the 100-mile travel day. I think if we could have done a 100-mile travel day, I might have gone. I don't know. It's 300 miles a day. There it is. I would say that's a pretty good guess. Guys, you are getting ready to travel for Alaska. Have I got the tool to showcase for you tonight? Wait for it. It's coming up, because I had a failure on the brakes. And if you caught the show last week, I was getting ready to do the brakes, and the very next day moved out and went to did a little lot docking at an abandoned. It was an abandoned shopping center, you might say, and I could not get the job done. And we'll explain a little bit of that, including Plan B. What is Plan B? Look forward to sharing that with you guys, including you guys travel into Alaska. Somebody should have this on their rig. I am telling you, it's that good. And I have done no review on this tool, but definitely should make it happen. So, Cowboy Biker Adventures, there's Dawn right there. I don't remember if I said hi. Desert Gypsies in the house. There's Miss Bonnie right there. Getting snowed in, last I heard. So lots of snow hitting Central Oregon and Eastern Oregon over there. That my hat is green. No, the hat is does it look green? Well, yeah. It's kind of I don't know if it'd pass or not. That's my Dave. I'm Dave doing Dave things right there. That was a gift from Mr. Gary and Miss Carol, RV Living Life, sporting their cups here a little bit. Not nomad news, but I heard there's some things coming down, some changes for our friends to the north, for them to come down next year. They're going to make it tougher for Canadian folks to get down here and stay down here for long periods of time. I don't have a lot of update on that, but from what I understand, it's going to be a little more, there's going to be a little more check through the border there, including fingerprints. I mean, it's just right there, fingerprints. Yeah, but you know, Gary, they probably need to fingerprint him, most definitely. Life with Lenny is in the house. Glad to have you here. And there's RV living life right there. Love the mug. I'm telling you, Gary, look at that. Look at that. I think I have the only one left in existence right there. This is the. Oh, there we go. I don't know how we're doing on our signal tonight, but this is a collector's item right here. I'll sell it to you, Gary. I'll no, I won't. I like this cup. I use this cup all the time. Thank you for that. Oh my gosh. Getting ready to head down to the Keys. And if you caught the show last week, I was getting ready to do brakes. And I bought a brand new DeWalt half inch driver to get those lugs off. And you can fill out that form online. There you go. Yeah, Gary, if you subscribe to Gary's channel, he'll send you one of those cups for free. Just hit up Gary right there. Arvin, that's the channel right there. So, oh my gosh. There we go. Oh, guys, yeah, I didn't make it. I didn't get the brake job completely done. Let me just show you what it is. I've got another video, a little happier subject. Went out and explored around here yesterday. Managed to put that video together, so I'll be putting that out towards the end here. But hang on, let's just show you what happened with brakes, and we'll talk about this plan B that I got. I think you're gonna like it. I do. So that one right there. Get it. What is going on, guys? Okay, this one's gonna come right up there with Dave in the toolbox, or Dave doing Dave things. For better or worse, I've got to replace the brakes on these wheels, all of them. And before I do that, I'll show you what I'm looking at, how I know that I need to change the brakes, first of all. But second of all, talk about a little bit about what it's going to take to try to get this wheel off of here and the wheels back there. So we'll get right into it. So I was having a conversation with my brother, and I've done brakes before, so I wasn't really worried about doing the brakes. But he reminded me, he said, you're not going to have any problem with the brakes, but I see you are going to potentially have a problem getting these lug nuts off. These lug nuts right here, and I don't know if I can pull that off. Pull these are just covers. Those are torqued down to about 500 foot-pounds or more. And it's not the 500 foot-pounds. I can get that. It is to get them off is going to take a lot more torque than your average breaker bar that I've got, lug wrench, whatever you're thinking. It's not going to break that off there. You're gonna have a hard time. It's going to take about a 4-foot breaker bar and a whole lot of sweat, because we have about 10 of those lug nuts per wheel. So I was going to need something to get those off. So I go to YouTube and found the reviews on the DeWalt 961. Here's the number. I guess I could have put the gloves on before. If this won't do it, I'm not sure. I'm gonna have to go to plan B, and I don't know what plan B is at this point. Let's see if we can make it happen. There you go. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Let's just keep on going down the road here. As luck would have it, a security guy came, said I can't stay here, but he was okay if I wanted to go ahead and change out the brakes and finish what I started. So I was planning on polishing the wheel, and I'm not going to be able to do that. We're just going to have to get it back on, and we'll have to do the polishing another day. And this is where things started to go wrong. I managed to get 2 of the lugs off of the rear wheels. And try as I might though, the rear lugs I found had more torque to them, and probably rightfully so. And while the gun had no problem taking the wheels off on the front, getting those lugs on the back was quite the ordeal, and I could not get the rear lugs to break loose for anything. since the security guy had already come by and said basically I couldn't stay there, I had the front brakes done, and at this point I had to start thinking about what my plan B was, and I will show you that in just a second here. Let me grab it. I got onto the internet, and in IRV2 I have to give the internet forums some credit, because a couple people mentioned that they had what they called a torque multiplier on their rigs, and they would not be without them. So I had to start researching and seeing what this torque multiplier was. And let me just show you, I have unpackaged it, I have tried it on the wheel lugs, and this is what I got for a kit. This is not, there are so many different brand names that I can probably, as soon as I do a review video on this, I will kind of show what it is. But essentially, this thing comes with the sockets, 4 different sockets. In my case, I believe I need the 33, and that is the 33 right there. And I will go ahead and put this, for the sake of this video, I'll go ahead and put this on one of the lugs that I was having trouble with, and you can see it right here. This managed to do it right there, and beautifully. I'll tell you what, guys, I would not be without this thing. Let's go put it on a wheel and try it out, just so that you can see how it works. And this tool is going to become a regular fixture on this coach, and it's not going to leave. So hang on, guys. Now I went ahead and pulled one of the covers off right here, and I'm going to go ahead and slip this tool. I'm going to get the camera back a little ways so that you can see what I'm doing. But essentially, all I'm going to do, for every time that this turns back here, the front turns a 1/64th of a revolution for every one turn of this. So the leg is gonna come down and rest right against that other nut to support it and basically lock it so that I can crank this thing. And let's go ahead and see if we can get that here. Now, this is all I'm doing. You can see one hand, and watching in the back there, that is starting already to turn. Let's see, can I get a better picture of that? There you go. And that is just how easy it is to break these loose. And you can see I just got a few fingers on it right here. I remember this was at the top, so I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can't tighten this back down. You're not supposed to try to torque it with these, but I'm not ready to take the wheel off just yet. There we go. So I'm just going to turn that nut back up. And it's back to where it was. There you go. I'm going to go ahead and put the cap back on. But That thing works. That works, guys. And easy to pack away, easy to keep with me. Let's see if I can do this right here. Yeah, just like that. And just like that. That is a torque multiplier. And that is a winner right there. I gotta tell you, that is a winner. So, tried to do very little editing on that so you can make sure that you could see it was not that hard to break the nut loose. Now, it won't turn it very fast, but now I could put my gun on that nut if I wanted to, take those all the way off. And get that wheel off. This thing is invaluable. So what was the cost? I got this on Amazon, and this is why I say for this price right here, this is not going to be your top of the line equipment, but for something that you can have if you ever in an emergency need to take the wheel off and get this thing, get your wheels off. And I can think of a number of different reasons why somebody that doesn't want to take their wheels off might need to in an emergency. A rock being stuck in between the two tires would be one that comes right to mind, and that's happened to me twice boondocking. And you can't drive down the road with that rock. You got to get that thing out. I managed to pry it and get it out, but I'll tell you, there have been times when I've seen other YouTubers and other RV travelers could not get that wheel out, and they had no way, that rock out, and had no way to get that rock out. So there you go, guys. I'm going to go ahead and put this in the end of that video there, and this is just for the live. At some point I am going to do a product review on this and put it out there, but this is a no-brainer. The cost, 60 bucks, about 60 bucks for the whole set. And I can tell you, the interesting thing is just this socket alone and an impact socket will run you about 20 bucks. So, you know, I probably will never need these. And that is, you know, that is still about $80 worth of sockets. I should say this one is actually an adapter for the end down here, so I could run a 3/4 inch gun. I don't have a 3/4 inch gun on it, but honestly, as easy as this thing runs, man, this is a no-brainer. This should be on any, if you have a Class A motorhome, this should be on your rig. Even if you never intend to take your wheels off, you at least have a way if you had to in an emergency. So, all right, guys, I'm gonna go ahead and shut this off, pack this thing up, and put this video onto the end of that, what you just watched. Hang on. Guys, I want to tell you that was, I did not know about it. I have to give credit to the people that post, just other RVers posting on IRV2. And they were sitting there talking about it, and there were a few of them on there where they were talking about a torque multiplier. And I thought, what the heck is a torque multiplier? And it took practically one video on YouTube to let me know that that was something I absolutely wanted on the coach. And this is not to say anything bad about the DeWalt 961. In fact, I'd still buy that. That is that's an invaluable tool. I had really hoped that it would get those lug nuts off, and unfortunately, though, that stopped me in my tracks. But I have used that tool, the torque multiplier, to I do. I think just for the fun of it, I've done about 3 or 4 of the lug nuts. Absolutely effortless. Absolutely effortless. And Don coined it right. That's just mechanical advantage. I mean, the gear ratio on that is 1/164th. So every time the crank on that machine travels around 1 revolution, it only turns 1/64th on the socket turning the lug. Now, I used it in the video to tighten it back down, but I was paying attention to where the socket started from, and I just wanted to show it for the video. I tightened it back down with the socket to get it back to torque, but there is zero doubt in my mind that I can get that wheel off. And I have thought about that since I bought this coach, that I have no way to take those wheels off in an emergency. These coaches, they don't come with a jack. They don't come with a lug wrench. You're really at the mercy of a tire, mobile tire crew to come out and replace your tire if you need one. I should say company. But a lot of commercial tire places will. But if you're a boondocker like me, they won't come back into the woods, guys. And I do get back into the woods. If they do come back there for you, they're going to charge you extra for that. So now those sockets you saw on that set were specifically for my rig. It's not intended for cars, but where somebody else could use it, if you have smaller lug nuts, they do have another set on there from the same brand maker that has about 6 or 7 lug sizes or socket sizes that could easily work for that. So that is a game changer, guys. Again, not to say anything bad about the DeWalt. The DeWalt is a beast. That the DeWalt, you got to be careful with that DeWalt, because if you've got a weak bolt, it will spin it right off. It'll break it. But in the case of these lugs, trying to get these lug nuts off, that is a game changer. And for $60, I actually got mine for $54. It was one of the used ones there, but they could get it to me quicker and have it here ready. Basically, when I got here, it was here for me, shipped on Amazon. They do have more expensive units out there, and I'll give you that this is a cheap Chinese maker of this torque multiplier, but it works. And I'm not going to be doing it commercially. I just need to take the wheels off to do the brakes. I may need to take the wheels off to polish the wheels. I may need to, if I have a roadside emergency, I'm not a slave to a commercial tire shop that's going to send a truck out to the tune of about $250, $300. I could potentially take a wheel off, take that tire in to a shop, have them replace it, and bring it back out and remount it back on the coach. So, yeah, nice. Well, we mentioned that right there. Thank you, Gary. Yeah, we mentioned that a little bit earlier. So it's just seeing that. I like this hat. This hat is great. I appreciate it. Oh, there you go. Yeah, it is. Watch the Don said I just put one in my Amazon cart. Make sure that you get the right size sockets for your coach, because they do have mine. I knew I needed that 33 millimeter. That is what the big diesel pushers take. But they have another set there. It was a little more money, as I recall, but it had about 6 different sockets in there. So, yeah, no, that is That right there is $60 worth of game changer. So highly, highly recommend it, especially for those folks going to Alaska. Hint, hint. Just throwing it out there. Just, that's a long road to Alaska. Just saying. So if you could do it at 70 miles per day, I don't know how long that would take. Probably not going to. Dave, I have the impact socket set. Good. I'm glad you brought that up, Don. You do not have. I almost guarantee. I don't know, but I'm going to guess that you do not have a 1-inch drive sockets, and this is a 1-inch drive socket set. It's not even 3/4 inch. It's 1-inch socket sets, which is huge in my world. I've never used. I've never used 1-inch drive sockets. That machine uses it. So heads up on that 1-inch drive. You need to make sure that the set that you get and contact me a little later. I'll send you a link to what I got. They list it right next to it. They have another set that has the smaller sockets, but the purge, Don, purge. This is one of those things that you definitely. I wish that I knew about this earlier. I was about a week ago old when I discovered that this even existed, and I figured, you know what, I've got to pass this information on. This is good stuff here. So Cowboy Biker is saying, wow. I think it's 1-inch. 1-inch drive is absolutely the size of mine. Make sure that you have a way to adapt if you're going to use your own sockets. The other thing that I can guarantee you is you're going to want to use impact sockets, and you're not going to want to use some regular chrome sockets. I think most of your mechanics will back me up on that. You're going to want some tough ones. So there you go. Oh no, you said, I'm sorry, Don, you said that you had impact sockets. Yeah, you got an impact sockets, but 1-inch drive. Yeah, definitely look at that. So yeah, somebody on that and it only takes one of you, but somebody should. And quite honestly, if you own a diesel pusher and you've got a similar setup to what I've got on here, there is no way in the world this shouldn't be on your setup. $60, guys. $60. Just skip dinner, skip breakfast. That's not even dinner. I guess dinner is going to run you about $100 now anymore. That's like a breakfast. Skip breakfast one morning, get it. And if you never need it, I will be so happy for you. But if you ever do need it, write me back and say thank you and let me know. Just passing that along. So it is worth it. Absolutely worth it. So I'll say that I got in it, and since I can't work on my brakes here, that means I still need to do my back brakes, and I'd still like to polish my wheels at some point. So yeah, the price of eggs dinner is cheaper. Yeah, it is. Hey, eggs, I just bought some. Yeah. Oh, Walmart, I think it was still $14 for an 18 pack. Yeah, hopefully that'll be going down. So we'll see. Oh my gosh. So hopefully everybody else is doing out there. I am getting ready to head to the Keys, guys. I am so excited. I have got snorkel gear. I'm planning on making a Walmart trip and picking up extra GoPro batteries. And I'm just looking forward. 2 weeks down on the Keys. I'm looking forward to it. So, no, you do. You don't remove the lug covers Yes, you've got to remove the lug covers to really get the rims. You gotta get those lugs off. It is better to get the wheel off. And now you're going to remove the wheel for that. No, I said I was going to remove the wheel before, but I thought I was going to do it with the DeWalt. And unfortunately, DeWalt did a great job. Don't get me wrong. The DeWalt did fantastic. Nobody's asked, but I've actually got two. I saw that Bob asked earlier if my batteries lasted. I've got two 5-amp batteries for that DeWalt, and the batteries did last. Although I ended up, one of them died trying to get the rear wheels off, and I only showed a little bit of video on that, but I spent a good 20 minutes trying to get those lugs off. I managed to get two off. It would not get the rest, so they were just a little bit more. $5 for a dozen of cage-free eggs. That right there, that is a deal. You might want to buy all they've got and then it's still, if the store has eggs, that has been a problem too, including Walmart. There's been a couple times that I've gone into Walmart and there were no eggs. So Walmart in Pahrump. Wow, you got it made, Don. You got it made right there. Not in this neck of the world. I'd have to say $5 is probably doing better than most people are across the entire country. I dare say you could probably start paying for things with eggs. Just how much was dinner? That'll be 6, please. You give them 6 eggs. It's getting to be that way. Gas is only $2.89. Wow. Wow. Now I've been getting diesel. The gas has been under 3, but I think it's I think it's been right around 280, 290. Diesel fuel has been running me 318, 320, and that's with the discount card. So what days are you at Fiesta Key? Going there the 17th through the 31st. 17th to the 31st. It's my birthday trip, guys. I'll be there for my birthday. So looking forward to that. Looking forward and planning on doing some stuff while I'm there. The last time I went through, I basically I was only able to drive through and just kind of looky-loo, just kind of rubberneck it up and down the Keys. I was staying here and driving down to the Keys, and I don't know what kind of mileage that is, but it was a long day driving to get down there. So look, Dave, you'll love it. Yeah, thanks, Don. I look forward to getting down there and doing that. The whole thing, I'm just excited about getting down there. Hopefully everything will go great. I wish my brakes were done, but that's, I'll get those rears done as soon as I can boondock again. And then that's about the only way I'm going to be able to do it, because the parks really don't want you working on your rigs, and I don't want to be that guy. So we'll be there on the 28th. Absolutely. Gary, that's fantastic. I thought you were later on in April. So looking forward to it. Let's go do something for my birthday, my friend. We'll make that happen. We'll make that happen. So, 246 in Myrtle Beach, South Carolina. That's a deal. There you go. There you go. Go to Key West. Absolutely. I'm going to Key West. Going to do at least a couple of snorkel trips where you actually get out on a boat and travel out to I don't know if you know it or not. The Keys have national parks that are in the ocean, guys. And that is something I did know about, but unless you are down there for a while, you just don't have time to, go and take a boat out and see that stuff. So be careful. I know. Make sure I don't get the, yeah, I'm watching it. I just in case, I'm carrying eggs with me to bribe the cops. I think it'll work. I think it'll work. So just a few. Sloppy Joes. Okay, that is a good tip. I also got the tip for No Name Bar from Life with Lenny, and on Big Pine Key, gonna go there and see some key deer. And he says that they'll come home with me, their pets there. So I will see. I'm looking forward. Sloppy Joe's at Key West. Got it. No, I look forward to seeing a lot more of the Keys than I did the last time that I went down. So, and you know me, when I go to these places, I just went to, I go out for a day and explore, whether, even if it's just a shopping trip to go restock on groceries, whatever, come back, take it easy for a day, go out, do some more exploring. So it's day on, day off. But oh, there we go. I have not, guys, I have to admit, I have not had key lime pie before. I haven't, not ever in my life. So I think we're going to have to make it happen. Speaking of key lime, I just saw key limes for the first time at a local farmer's market here. Let me see if I can show you this on video, and we'll come back and talk about that one. Hang on, guys. What is going on, guys? Okay, this one's gonna come right up there with Dave in the Toolbox, or Dave doing Dave things. Try that again. Better work. There we go. What is going on, guys? Miami Everglades Encore. Not staying here very long, but figured I'd show you a little bit of the park. I actually like this park, and if you look at the building, when we get down to the building down that way right there, I'm guessing this used to be an old KOA resort before Encore picked it up. The stays here are an added $25 a night, and it is full hookups, 30, 50 amp, and water, sewer, I believe, at all the sites. And I'll give you a shot of the building here. The building is an old, looks like an old KOA. Yeah, that definitely looks like an old KOA. And if I can, I'll get over there a little bit later, check out the pool. Nice pool, hot tub, I believe. Pretty. This is my second time here. I was here about 4 years ago, and I think they changed the alligator at the front here, because I don't know if I can come up with the picture that I had. Looks a little different. And obviously they've switched to a female alligator named Allie. I don't think the old alligator had, I don't think it had a name. I don't think so anyway. All right, I do have some place to go today though. close by, not very far. Gonna take a little drive. Hang on, guys. Kind of agriculture area around here. Pretty place for a park. Gonna do a little looking around for the day. Oh, let's go for a ride. Now I don't know if this is where I was and where I came to about 4 years ago, but looks very similar. These little roadside farmers markets are pretty much a norm. Just every couple of miles almost you can find them. This one is particularly nice. I thought, you know what, I'm gonna make the stop and take a look. So we're gonna go into Roberts and see what it's like. I did grab a basket just in case. Never know what you're gonna run across. Oh, papayas. Well, that might be a buy right there. I have to admit, I don't even know what half this is. I did get a papaya right there, but and coconuts, lots and lots of coconuts. The other thing you see growing all around here, bananas. Now, I've never had a banana that I didn't buy from a regular store. Well, I may have to try one. I'll tell you what, barbecue sauce, mango barbecue sauce, that may be a thing. Sure is a lot here. Robert is here so far. We're up to a mango and a papaya. Still searching. Make more options for barbecue sauce than I've really ever seen in my life before. I may have to settle on one, and I'm not sure what it is, but I'll tell you which one when I find it. Oh my gosh, and then there's salsa. Say, there is a number of different jams as well. I could get in a lot of trouble in this place, definitely. How about gator jam? I'm not sure I'd want to try that either. It's probably pretty good. Something tells me though I'd probably not do that one. Half of this stuff, I don't even know what it is. What's a malanga? I've heard of a Florida sweet onion. But boy, those sure do look good. This guy hanging out. If I'm not mistaken, these are orchids. Those are beautiful. Wow. Jackfruit I've never had before. Not even sure how you eat that. Maybe another time. Maybe another time. Got a little bit of everything here. They have key lime barbecue sauce. But I think I'm gonna go for the mango. The mango. There you go. You're gonna have to try at least one. Now there's regular limes right there, but there's key limes. A little different. Smaller. I have to try a couple. I don't even know. Thai bananas. Claiming to be the best tasting bananas of any bananas grown. May have to try those. Tastes like pineapple and vanilla. Jackfruit. Look at, I don't know if you get the size. This is my hand right here. These things are huge. Never tried a jackfruit. And that's what we're dealing with today. I may or may not have ordered a milkshake as well. These guys hanging out. Wow. Full aviary here. There's lots of parrots, lots of birds. Yeah, Roberts is definitely the place that I came to before. Changed a lot and much bigger now.
Yeah, like different kingdoms and
more of a park-like setup, and definitely grown. Petting zoo back here. A little bit of everything over there. There's a turtle about to crawl, trying to crawl underneath the fence there. Oh, there's another turtle. He's making a run for it. Quite the group of critters here. Quite the group. Now, this is also the place that I remember when I was parked and walking past the bushes over there, that there was an iguana running around in the bushes. Scared the crap out of me. Boy, this place has really grown in 4 years. Quite impressive. Quite impressive. Sitting by the old things like me, old. And a chicken. Hello, chicken. Hello, chicken. He's by the coffee stand. Maybe he's waiting for his coffee. I, however, did not opt for coffee one of the rare times. I opted for a milkshake. Mango strawberry. I recommend it. A lot going on here. A lot of changes over the last 4 years. Including that rooster. Right down there. He still hasn't gotten his coffee yet. That is it, guys. I'll be posting that video up before too long, but that is Robert is Here is the name of the stand. Been there for about 60 years. Very close here, probably within 5 miles or so of the park here. And I remembered it from 4 years ago. I did not remember where it was, and just happened on that trip out yesterday to going to, and I think Dawn said nothing is close to this place. I was going to the Everglades, Dawn. The Everglades is 30 miles away to the front entrance at the Everglades. And I saw that store. It's like, I remember it. I think that's it. Got it. It's grown up a lot, but if you are in this area, Roberts is Here is definitely the place to go. So absolutely fantastic. A little later on in that video, I did get over to the Everglades, got in there and did some exploring around, saw a few alligators, and I even, I don't know if it's on video, if I have it on video or not. I even ate one of those damn gators. Stopped for lunch on the way home, and there was a little shack on the side of the road. I am a sucker for the little roadside, small hole in the wall places. It was absolutely fantastic. And they actually had they're I think gator bites were the only thing that they had on the menu. You couldn't find any of them fried, so I got a little nervous because they were grilled. And I now the fried ones I say taste like fried chicken. I wasn't sure what I was ordering when I went ahead and ordered it, but came out grilled in small little pieces, and it was very comparable to grilled pork, or even possibly because of the seasoning on there, steak bites. Fantastic. Absolutely. I don't know. We need to eat more of these damn things because they're everywhere around here. So it looks like a great farmer's market. It absolutely is. And it is one of those places that if you're gonna be in this area, it's only about 5 miles away. I don't know about you guys. They have stuff there that I just did not know what it was. Don says only if you have a foot fetish. I don't, Don. I don't have any. I think he was talking about the toe jam. Everything was either grown there locally. I did get bananas. You'll see later on. I got star fruit. I got a bunch of fruits that I've never had before. Now bananas I've had, but I've never had bananas where they were growing locally. I mean, that's just not a thing where I'm from. So I had to buy some bananas. Now they're shorter, but they are good. Absolutely are good. Ended up having that some of that papaya. I had some of the star fruit last night. I had to look up a YouTube video on how to cut up star fruit because I had never had that before. Fantastic. I love trying new things. And so now papaya I've had before. So that was, and mango I've had before. I've had, guys, I'm the guy that will figure out a way to pick a prickly pear and eat that. And if you've never had one of those, I highly recommend that you figure that out. Be careful though, prickly pears. If you're down there in the Southwest, prickly pears are mean. I would recommend reading or watching a YouTube video on how to pick those and to cut them so that you can eat them. But yeah, no. Now conch fritters I have never had. So thank you for that, Bill. I want to see a key deer. I got that tip from Lenny, Life with Lenny, and so I'm gonna see that. And you know what? I will be ordering the conch fritters because is it conch or conch? I think it's conch fritters, and they are that good. So that are good. Don, you will still have some in Alaska. Wait a minute, what is this? Yes. Oh, I am smoking beef jerky on my get out of town. No gator. Sorry. That sounds fantastic. That sounds fantastic. I have not had my grill out in a while. I'm missing it. So Don, Dave has snorkel gear now, so I guess he'll be smoking shark next. Well, we're gonna see, aren't we? We're gonna see. I can't imagine that they bring tours out to snorkel in these places out on the ocean. From what I understand, it's about 3 miles out. You get on a boat and they sail you out there to what is National Park area out in the ocean, and you can snorkel around the coral reefs and even a big statue of Jesus, I think, is one of the ones there that's out there, and not allowed to touch him, but I guess he's about 20 feet down. And you can, they say you can touch his one of his hands. And so I'm going to try. I don't know if that's where we're going. Still going to try. So The WCRV Adventures asks if Donna's going to still have some of that jerky in Alaska. There you go. I don't know. I don't think they'll last that long. Yeah. Shark is I do like shark. I have had shark before, and I do like shark. Absolutely. Second biggest coral. I did not know that. Thank you for that info, Don. Thank you for that. Yeah, I'm excited about getting out there and seeing this. I'm going to plan at least 2 trips in the 2 weeks that I'm out there, both on separate days, with a little rest break in between, if at all possible. And I will try to film. Every time I say that, though, I remember the times that I go to these places and they don't allow filming. And sometimes you're up against that. So yeah, that just sucks. But if I can film it, I will film it. So looking forward to it. The Jesus is off of Key Largo. I have touched that hand snorkeling. That is fantastic, Lenny, right there. See, that is a goal. That is a goal. So you can film on those trips. I am sure hoping so. I'm sure hoping so. Well, guys, we have burned up an hour already talking to you guys. I am having a blast. I miss everybody. If you're down there in the Southwest, I miss Tom and Lori's live the other night. Last night, I think it was. I saw it with my coffee this morning. I saw the notification. I'm a few hours behind, so I now appreciate you folks on the East Coast when I'm over on the West Coast and I put up a live. And I truly appreciate each and every one of you for managing to make those lives when I know they must be around 10 o'clock your time, 9 or 10 o'clock. So, but I think that is the rest of it is covered in fire coral. Just the name of that right there, fire coral. I want to see what fire coral is. I heard you can't touch that though. It'll cut you up. So I don't know. I am going to go with whatever they recommend going there, and we will see. So, having a blast, guys. I will get the breaks done. I now have zero doubt in my mind I can get those lug nuts off. And yes, I did pass the information on to my brother, who's been in tires for longer than I can remember. And his commercial shop actually, it reminded him that the great big mining dump trucks that they have where the tires are taller than the people, they need those torque multipliers to break the nuts loose on those and change those tires. And he said, yeah, we absolutely use those things. And I thought, okay, I obviously must be on to something. So he thought it was a great idea and something that I can keep in the coach. You saw the container on it. It's small. It doesn't take up much room, and absolutely. So no projects from March 28th to 31st unless on my rig. So there you go, Gary. You know what? Thank you guys for being here. I appreciate each and every one of you and look forward to seeing you guys from Fiesta Key. Next week is a travel day. I will be traveling to, no, I won't. No, I won't. I take that back. I'm going to be there at Fiesta Key. So no, tomorrow is my travel day. I take that back. Forget it. Forget it. Anyway, we will see you guys next week. Live life full time. I have to give somebody here. I was gonna life with Lenny. Where was that, Lenny? Right there. I was gonna give Lenny. Now I lost it. See, darn it. No. Or maybe it was finally my time. The forest right there. Glad you came by. Give him the last word of the night. I knew I saw it, and I wanted to make sure you got the last word of the night. Anyway, We will see you guys next week. Live life full time. Take care, all. And glad to see you guys here. Hope everybody is doing good, staying warm, and staying out of the snow. There we go. Safe travels from Gary.